Hello. Welcome to episode 49 of the Colorado Rockies franchise, aka the Mile High franchise. I'm the general manager, just Mr. Love. Nice to have you. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It'd be nice to have you. Now's a good time to jump on board. Oh, you can also follow me on Kick at kick.com/justmrlove. Be nice to have you over there as well as I try to figure out how that website works to co-stream there. So 2025 for the Colorado Rockies was no doubt a success. We saw some good things from young players, and we saw some great things from veteran players as well. Making the playoffs was great. Making it as a wild card definitely exceeded expectations. Just to fizzle out in the wild card against the Phillies, in which we just didn't do anything. And that was a darn shame. But we made a few adjustments. Not really an overhaul of the team like people would expect. We didn't really necessarily go out and sign anyone major in the free agent market. So this video will probably be a little shorter. Just looking at the team review going into the 2026 season. Spring training being done. These are the final setups come opening day, episode 50 that is, against the Blue Jays. So let's take a look at our team and our changes, expectations. We're going to start off with our coaches here. No cut. We're just going to go right into it. We did clean house a little bit. Two of our coaches decided to retire. Two took offers from somewhere else. We still have our manager, Gary DiSarcina, in the last year of his contract. I think he's been a great manager. Chances are he comes back after this year. We got a new hitting coach in Joseph Fink. We signed him to a huge deal. 5 years at $1.6 million per year, because there were at least 6 teams wanting this guy for different positions. But I liked his hitting, the attributes that he provides for hitting, and that's going to help us out. We still have our same pitching coach, Robert Van Scoyoc. He is still here, last year of his deal. We got new corner base coaches here, first and third at Pete Woodworth and Dan Lopez with Fire. And I actually cannot remember my previous first base coach going to another team. And then we also got a new farm director, Jason Cordero. I like the fact that he emphasizes defense and plate vision along with power. That was a big thing for me. Control, the -1 on control is unfortunate, but we're making up for that in other situations. So, the coaching staff, pretty much brand new. We invested a lot of money into some more coaches. We're going to see if that makes, in a way, a make or break year for the Colorado Rockies. So, let's head over to the roster real quick. We're going to break it down. You guys know how this works. Breaking it down position by position. If there is a prospect to look at, well, you know what? Let's check out the prospects just real quick. Top prospects. We don't have a lot. We actually kind of took a downgrade in our prospects. Drew Jones is, of course, still our number 1 overall prospect, coming in at 16, entering the 2026 season. We've got Zach Veen, of course, 24. Vernon Zapata, another outfielder. Benny Montgomery, 31 MLB prospect, and I believe that is actually it. We just got those 4 guys, so no relievers, no closers, no catchers, which is unfortunate because we've got some nice talent in our organization. But enough about that. Let's talk about the 2026 Rockies, okay? Let's talk about this. Starting rotation hasn't changed. I'm just going to be flat out honest with you. Really didn't change that much. Max Fried, Jesus Luzardo, Alfredo De La Cruz, Darius Saunders. We gave him a contract extension in the offseason as well. Gave him a contract extension. We had a choice between Tyler Mahle and German Marquez, and I decided to go with German Marquez, mostly because he wanted less money than Mahle did, and they pretty much put up the same results. So hopefully Marquez won't get hurt this year, which is my number 1 concern, and he could add to the back end of this rotation. Of course, we got Connor Siebold, as our long reliever in our bullpen. He had a fantastic season last year with just a tick under a 2.5 ERA in just about 90 innings, about reliever. Speaking of relievers, that's where the biggest change really happened. We kind of overhauled, in a way, our bullpen. Of course, Dylan Tate, we went out and got him on a simple 1-year, $5 million deal. I really wanted to emphasize pitchers with the pitching clutch, which was kind of our problem in a way last season. So at 98 pitching clutch for Dylan Tate. I like him coming in high leverage situations for righties. Miguel Castro is back with us in the last year of his contract. Caleb Ferguson also back with his we gave him a 2-year extension. 2 years, $8 million. He was pretty solid for us last season. Looking forward to him coming back. And then our low-key best acquisition of the year last year, JP Feierheisen. He is definitely coming back, as we can sign him just a simple 2-year, $2 million deal, under a 3 ERA. And then Josh Fleming. I don't know how he's going to work out. But once again, the pitching clutch is better, and he's a lefty, so he helps complement the lefty in our bullpen of Caleb Ferguson. So I think it's a pretty balanced bullpen. I don't know how it's going to perform. It could be really great. It could be really bad. But we had to invest somewhere, and the relieving market was just really poor this offseason. Closer, of course, we got Shinji Tachiki, still here, 43 saves in the last season. Pretty quiet. Let's just, hope he just par for the course. Let's just have him continue, shall we? Catcher, Kevin Parada. We're going to expect a lot of things out of him. We gave him a simple extension in the offseason as well. 3 years, close to $7 million in his little extension. Coming off hitting 289. He was very good last year. Of course, being mentored by Mike Zunino a little bit really helped boost his attributes. So that was nice. But of course, Mike Zunino left. He's no longer with us. Drew Romo won the backup catcher role between him and Hunter Goodman. We saw Romo a little bit in 25 when he was only up for 2 games, but he hit 286. Very small sample size. He's about to get a lot more testing here. First base, technically we have no one at first base. We'll come back to that a little later. Excuse me, with Grant Levine down in AAA, he did not do well in spring training, so he's back down in AAA. Second base, of course, we got Gleyber Torres. No question why he's here. He hit 350 last year. We need him to, even if he just hits 300, that's great, right? I don't think anybody's complaining about that. Vidal Brujan is back as well. Last year of his contract could be a trade piece depending on how he performs. Are we going to get the 2024 Brujan or the 2025 Brujan? Hopefully we get the 2025 Brujan. And at third base, we're looking at Ryan McMahon. We're looking at Nolan Jones. Of course, those 2 lefties are back. It's going to be a little tricky to fit both of them into everyday lineups. If you want to look at McMahon and his defense, that gives him a favor. But the fact that Nolan Jones is just upcoming and he's starting to really find his swing, I would like to start Nolan Jones over McMahon, but we'll see what happens with that. And on the bench, of course, probably making his, technically making his debut, Warming Bernabel. 23 years old, 69 overall, utility infielder, third base, first base, and second base. The plate vision looks good, and mostly he was out of options. As you can see here, he was out of options, so that was a big reason to keep him on the Major League team. Make or break, Bernabel. Let's see how you do. I don't know how many starts he's going to get, but I will be interested to see how he develops this season as a rookie. And, of course, we got Carmen Marquez, who missed half of the minor league season last year due to a torn labrum. This will be a first full season for him back in AA. Shortstop, Jorge Mateo, of course, 2 years left on his deal. If we do not have a successful season, we could look to trade him at the deadline. Hard to say, but we'll see how that goes. I don't expect us to be a bad team, but it never hurts to have a backup plan. In the outfield, Ian Happ in left, done. Next, Chris Bryant, DH, probably not going to be starting as much, despite us paying him $26 million a season, still for 3 more seasons, which is outrageous. But nobody made an offer for him in the offseason, so we're just stuck with that contract. Sean Bouchard is our first baseman, and I'm looking to see if he's going to have his little sophomore slump coming into this season. He had his first full season last year, and he did fantastic, as you could see by the numbers below me. Hit over 300, 23 homers, 79 ribbies. The strikeouts were high, but somehow he managed to swipe 14 bags, and I don't know how he did it, but he did. So contact and righties went up in the offseason. Discipline looks pretty good. We'll see if Bouchard can lead to more hard contact. I'm pretty sure he led our team last year in the hard contact rating. Center field is where we have some changes. Of course, we like Jesus Sanchez go. He went to a completely different team, and I did not write down where everybody went this time. Based on feedback in last year's video, not a lot of people seem to care about where these guys went, and that's fine. I get that. That's what feedback is for. So we're just focusing on our team. We've got Brett Phillips. I wanted to bring Phillips back. 2 years, $9 million. I love his defense. I love his speed. And let's be honest, he actually showed a little bit of power last year. And I was very surprised by that. So, of course, we're going to have Brett Phillips. Drew Jones is back down in AA because he was hurt last season. And then on top of that, when he came back from his injury, he hit under 240 in AAA. So he's going to, little bit of a reset for him. He's going back down to AA. And see how he does here. Benny Montgomery, another rookie, will be starting in center field for us a majority of the time. Maybe when a lefty's on the mounds when he'll start, and then we'll have Brett Phillips start against righties. 23 years old, good speed, good fielding. He's going to grow a lot more, and I don't know what to expect out of the 6'4" center fielder, but there's a lot of land out there in center here at Coors Field. So, no pressure, right? We'll keep an eye on Benny Montgomery as the year goes on. And, of course, lastly, in right field, Julio Ibarra is still our man for now. He definitely cooled off at the end of the season last year. Still hit 281. Can't complain about that. Not going to complain about that. But Zach Veen is someone that we are going to have to make a decision about him soon. Is he the guy, as my voice gives out, is he the guy that's going to come up and be our new right fielder within the next 2 years, or are we going to risk it for the biscuit and stick with Julio Ibarra? Depends, right? You could go either way. We could change his position. That would be the easy way out, but we're not going to do that. There's just plans, with Zach Veen. We got him down in AAA just to see how he starts. He's definitely due to come up to the majors. So maybe if there's an injury in the outfield, he will be the next in line to get a call up. But that's risky because if we call him up, we send him down, then we're out of options for him. And so, just like that, man, that's our roster. That's what our team is looking like here. I'll let you look at the lineups here if you wish. But that's just what we're looking at. I don't know how this team's going to do. We definitely blew expectations here. If I can find the... we won 95 games last year, and that is such a big jump from the previous season. We won 69 games in 2024. To go from 69 games won to 95 is unfathomable, especially with a team like this. So it's going to be really hard for us to match this and possibly do better. But that's why we play the games, right? That's why we play the games. I have confidence in this team. I don't know what our weaknesses are. You can let me know in the comments down below what you think. But that's it for me, man. Just a short, quick, well, hopefully it'll be quick video, around 15 minutes. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Kick, Twitter, whatever you want. Join the Discord. Everything will be in the description down below. So you can go Follow there to keep up with some Colorado Rockies franchise. And until then, I will see you guys for opening day within the next couple days. Episode 50. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Vamos, Rockies.